going on YouTube? Down here back with another video. You already know what it is. And in today's video, it's a very special video. Actually, I'm premiering this video on March 29th of next year, 2022. This is a birthday tribute to my little sister Sydney, aka Princess Sydney. Her birthday is coming up in March, obviously. But I said this is also gonna be a mixture of the day that she died. Actually, my brother's birthday, January 27th. Actually, is coming up very soon. That's gonna be very emotional for me and obviously my brother. She was a really sweet baby. For the people that don't know, she was born on March 29th, 2009 at Children's Hospital in Washington, D.C. Actually, was she born there? No, she wasn't born there. She was born at PG Hospital. Sorry. And when I heard the news that I had a baby sister, I was really excited. Like, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Excuse me if you hear me clear my throat. I have very bad mucus in my throat. But basically, you know, Sydney when she was born that day, I was very excited. I announced it to the whole entire school at Maryland School for the Blind. I said, I announced to the whole school that I have a baby sister. My very first sister was born. Her name is Sydney. And that same year, she went to I went to something called Space Camp in Montgomery, Alabama. I went there for a few weeks. And then when I came back, you have no idea. I was so excited to come back to see Sydney and play with her and see her, because I think that would be the first time for me seeing her, I think, since she was born. Because, you know, I was always in school during the week and only came on the weekends. And when I came back, wasn't there. Fast forward, 5 months old. Sydney was 5 months old when she was diagnosed with leukemia. For the people that don't know what leukemia is, it's a cancer in the blood, things like that. And it's very unheard of for a baby of that age, 5 months old, to even have leukemia. And sadly, unfortunately, Sydney was one of them rare babies to fucking have leukemia. And that was fucked up. I was really upset, obviously. Who wouldn't be? With their little sister, they found out I had leukemia at 5 months old, a baby. And I would just, you know, stay by her side. I played with her. When I was in school, I would call to home to talk to Sydney. Even though she couldn't talk, I still would talk to her, so she knew my voice and everything. And then on the weekends, I would always play with her, play with my stuffed animals with her, because I used to play with stuffed animals when I was little. Play with her toys, play with my, like, you know, toy car that would light up and stuff. You know, watch TV with her. I would watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. We would watch SpongeBob together. I still watch SpongeBob to this day. My favorite show, actually, of all time. We would watch Team Umizoomi, all those type of shows we would watch together. Then she obviously had chemo, lost her hair. You know, for the people that don't know, because the people that don't know, when you have chemo, you know, when you're going through cancer, it makes make you have hair loss, and you lose all your hair. So if you're a girl, it'll make you, you know, bald. You know, you don't have no hair on your head as a result of the leukemia and the treatment. And I think that's one of the side effects. So she had hair loss, and people, you know, mistaking her as a boy, and I would get pissed off, really angry, because just because she has hair loss don't mean she's a boy. Especially the fucking colors on her stroller were pink and like green, like girl colors. How could you get that confused? So it's like I was upset, like in the hospitals and stuff. I would always go through, I would always go to her. I'd never missed a physical therapy appointment unless I was at school. I would play with her in physical therapy with the toys and the different, toy pianos and keyboards, stuff like that. I would, and when she went in the hospital room, I would, talk, just play with her, play patty cake, let her scratch my face. She was laughing, her cute little laugh. I used to love that. Um, would watch TV even in the hospital room. I would just be there when she would get her shots, hold her hand, things like that. I remember when I named a galaxy after her. There's an actual real existed galaxy in the, real world solar system named Sydney, actually out there. I don't remember how I did it, because I used to be really, really, really big on science way back then when I was in school. Trust me. Like in my element when I was 9, I used to always be in the meteorology type stuff with, the weather and shit. And I used to even be a tornado tracker. I used to track tornadoes and everything through the computer. I used to be so into that stuff. Especially when I went to space camp. After that, I did nothing but want to be an astronaut. And one of my staff members somehow, I forget, I don't know, I don't remember at all how we did this, but we actually went online and somehow named an actual real life galaxy after my little sister. And there's actually a picture that I put on top of her hospital bed, on the bed that she had her bone marrow transplant on. There was a stuffed animal particularly that Sydney loved. It was a Minnie Mouse stuffed animal doll. She was obsessed. She was protective over that thing. Very overprotective. She would not let anybody touch that. Like, she would, if the doctor, she would act like she sleep, and then the doctor would grab it, and she would grab it, this is mine. Like, it was cute. And it's just, but speaking of bone marrow transplant, she went through that. It was successful, cancer-free. Then on January 27, 2011, the doctors, one of the medicines they gave her had her lungs harden up. One of the medicines caused her to have internal bleeding, and she died on my brother's birthday. So the whole purpose of this video is to, pay tribute to Sydney. And since this is going to be premiering on her birthday, happy birthday, Sydney. It's not her birthday now, but when this video is dropped, it will be her birthday. So I really love you, Sydney. I miss you so much, God. I really wish you were here right now. I think if you would change a lot with how I am now, or how I was and what I went through. I think you're an inspiration. You was an inspiration when you was alive, and I always want to make you proud. And I want to and the reason I never give up in life anymore, with anything I do in life, is because of you. You beat cancer. How the hell, what other thing is better than beating cancer, really? Anybody out there that has cancer, get through it. Y'all gonna get through that shit. You'll kick cancer's ass. You'll whoop it. Cancer ain't got nothing on you. Cancer fucking sucks. It's weak. Don't let it take you over. Because it's garbage. So, yeah. Fuck cancer. Hashtag fuck cancer. Anyways, yeah. So, I miss you, Sydney. I love you. Hope you're having fun in heaven. And the only thing I can say for the people that like to say things about people's dead family members because of a grudge that they have on that person, or because of they don't like that person, fuck you, screw you, get a life. Because it's honestly, this is me talking professional. That is uncool. That's not right at all for you to disrespect anyone's dead relative. I can't even say especially if it's a baby, but especially if it was a little child that didn't get to have a life. What sane person has the heartless soul to do that? Like, that's why. What makes you want to do that? Oh, to get under their skin? No, that's going way past getting under their skin. That's disrespectful. Downright disrespectful and uncool, and it's very wrong. How would you feel? Anyone that says anything about someone's dead family member, how would you feel if someone said something about your family member that died, if they died? If you don't have a dead family, how would you feel if one of your family members were to pass away and somebody said some shit about them? Especially if you were very close to that family member, whether it was a grandmother, a grandfather, a sister, a brother, an uncle, a niece, a cousin. How would you feel if they say something like "F her"? Oh, my sister's alive, but yours isn't, in a laughing joke way. Like it's cool that your sister's dead. Oh, like in a like mocking that, or them saying I'm gonna piss and I'm gonna spit or pee on your sister's grave or your mom's grave. Who says that crap and think it's okay? Like that's not right at all. It is not. I would never say that. I don't give a crap how much I hate anyone, including Brennan. I would never, ever, ever. I wouldn't even come close to saying anything about any of his dead family members ever. Hell no. Tyreek, I would never say anything about any of his dead relatives. Pineapple, that's all of the people. I'm naming people that I really dislike. Just to give examples. Pineapple Love, I would even say anything. I would never say anything, come close to try to say shit about her dead relatives. Nowhere near even close. Or her, or, Tony. I would never say anything about his dead relative, ever. And if he had any, or if he did, I would never. Julian, never in a million years. Even though I really don't like that little boy. I would never, ever, I would not say anything about a family member that passed away. Cloud, aka the Silver Ciego, I would never say anything about his dead father, ever. May your father rest in peace and hope he's enjoying himself in heaven. And he will be proud of you. And the things that maybe you don't think he'll be proud of you of, fix it. Talk to him. Because your dad is resting in peace with God. So that's a good thing. Obviously, you miss him. So that's, but I would never ever say anything wrong, bad about him like that. Heck no. Nobody. That's wrong. So, yeah. Anyway, Sydney, hope you're resting in peace. And with that being said, we have a few other people that would love to say happy birthday to you, Sydney, and maybe a few other words if they would like. And yeah, that's all I have for me. And rest in peace, princess.
Hey, Sydney, I just want to say that I really love you, and I am really, really glad that I got to hear a baby video of you. You sounded so sweet and so cute, and I'm really mad at those doctors because of what they did to you. I really wish I could hear your voice now, and I really wish I could meet you. But we love you, Sydney. And I remember writing, the lyrics and organizing it for Donald, and I just smiled at the fact you guys spent a lot of time together. He would always make sure you were safe, he would always make sure you were protected, and he would still do that to this day, and so would I. And I hope you're having a lot of fun up in heaven, and we all still love you, Sydney.
Yo, I just want to say happy birthday, Sydney. You were taken from this earth way too soon.
All right. This is going to be kind of like the last clip for you, Sydney, before we premiere it. Man, it's not really, it's kind of close to the day that you died, but this video is kind of like gonna go through that, day. Obviously, it's not gonna premiere until your birthday. So once again, Sydney, happy birthday. Me, Jaden, Allie, both Allies, your mom, Darius, which is obviously your brother, your sister, SJ, Trinity, your grandmother, your godmom, Miss Diane, all of them, they love you. We all miss you a lot, especially my mom and them, and me. I miss you so much. I wish you were here. I'd be so much of a better, like, person. And I feel like a lot of shit that happened in my life wouldn't happen if you were here. You got taken away way too early. You weren't even 2 years old yet. You were 22 months old. 2 days away from being 2 years old. And that's just not fair. And I really miss you, and I really love you, Sydney. And Jaden was right. She kind of summarized it all. To this day, I would be overprotective, like very overprotective over you. I would protect you at all costs, and I don't give a damn what the consequences is. I want to make sure you're okay and you're safe and you feel wanted and you feel special. I know you're resting in peace in heaven, turning up. I bet you had an amazing Christmas. You probably got to meet Jaden's aunt. Probably got to meet my grandfather. I know you probably just, having fun with Aunt Pat. My grandmother's sister. Your grandmother's sister. I know you hanging up there with your Uncle Demetrius. You inspired me so much, especially when you was here. Just show me how happy, what happiness is. You showed me what happiness was. You're an inspiration because throughout that cancer, even despite the fact that you had leukemia at 5 months old, you were one of the happiest babies I've ever seen. You were so happy, so cheerful. And cancer didn't beat you. You beat cancer. The doctors are the one that took you away from us. Cancer had no chance against Sydney. No. It knew it couldn't beat you, Sydney. So I know you beat cancer. It was the doctor's fault. And shame on them. For them to make that careless mistake is just wrong, cruel, and it's unacceptable. So I'm still obviously upset about that. I would never get over that. You were my baby sister, my very first baby sister, and you were such a happy baby that did not deserve to get taken away like that. We had so many memories already. Now I can't even create more. Like, you missed so much, Sydney. I finally got to beat Tyler Jordan. And I know you was there to witness it the whole time. As a matter of fact, I know you was that extra cheerleader on the side. Literally, I know you was standing right beside me, kind of like on the mats, right beside my coach.
Hold on.
I know you was standing right beside me with my coach. I'm recording. I know you was standing there the whole time cheering me on, and that's exactly why I beat him. Because I was there, you was there sitting the whole time cheering for me. No, Donald, do it. Get him on his back. Get him on his back. I know you was there. I heard you through spirit. And that day I beat him after I lost. You were the one to encourage me through spirit to wrestle him again after I lost. And even though I was hella tired, you still was telling me to keep fighting. You're the person that makes me, inspires me to keep fighting and never give up. And I love you. You got something to say? I'm recording.
Huh?
You got something to say?
Yeah, Sydney, I hope you have an amazing birthday. up in heaven, and I wish that you were down here so we could all hug you and sing you happy birthday, and you can eat cake. But we love you. So
Yeah. And with that, happy birthday, Sydney. Rest in peace, princess, and eat a lot of cake.